Hello, good evening, and welcome to Kigali, Rwanda. This is the FIBA AfroBasket 2021. It's the Group A game between host Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Well, here's what's happened on game day one. We have watched Tunisia beat Guinea 82-46. Egypt pulled away from the Central African Republic 72-56. Now it's Rwanda taking on this Democratic Republic of Congo team. Of course, Cape Verde and Angola will trade blows after this. You see the FIBA rankings. DR Congo at number 81 in the world, and 95th are Rwanda. Democratic Republic of Congo finishing second in their qualifying group to make it to the AfroBasket. And of course, this Rwanda team won one of their games, but they already knew they were going to be here. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Graham Hiscock, and we've had certainly two games that had huge margins and huge disparity in margins, victory margins, to open the day, but yet there were still very interesting games, and I suspect this is going to be a really good one as well, especially with the host nation, Rwanda.
Yeah, the crowd's building up nicely for this one, and you can already feel the atmosphere building. Rwanda will want to improve from their qualifying campaign. They beat South Sudan in their last game, 62-58, to register a win. So it was a tough qualification campaign, but the hosting of this competition has been great so far. So now the team's got to deliver on the floor. And as for Congo, 3-3, they finished behind Tunisia, who was 6-0, grabbing second spot in their group. Both teams were at the AfroBasket 2017 as well. Rwanda finishing 10th and DR Congo finishing 6th, which is really impressive.
It was impressive, and they had some interesting moments in their qualifiers, both for the World Cup and for this AfroBasket. You know, and certainly when they come at full strength, they can be a handful for any team. And I dare say, playing here tonight, they might even start as favorites, judging from the past. But Rwanda has, it's one of these things. Will the home court advantage be a positive for Rwanda, or does it bring pressure, unwanted pressure?
Yeah, they want to play loose, and they've got players, as we see DR Congo come out, and I'll speak about them. And the key players from the qualifiers: Jordan Sacco, Kaniki, and Maxi Mananga Shamba, and Shadrach Lufil, who was at AfroBasket 2017, is also on this roster. So again, similar to the Central African Federation and Guinea, very athletic team, the Congo, just got to play under control and keep the likes of Kenny Gasana quiet.
Well, we are looking at the introduction of the teams. The Democratic Republic of Congo on the court and ready. Now the Rwandans are going to come out. And of course, this is the heart of Africa, or also known as the land of 1,000 hills, Rwanda. So we will be excited to see them come out. And of course, is there pressure? Well, there's always pressure in any international basketball game. And you would imagine that with maybe the opportunity to play in front of the home crowd is the type of thing, Continental Championship is the sort of thing that everybody dreams about. So instead of letting it be pressure, come out and to let it be a positive. And Cheikh Sarr, the coach, obviously he's been in some big games, having coached his native Senegal at the FIBA Basketball World Cup in 2014 in Spain, and also having coached the Senegalese women when they hosted in Dakar in 2019.
Yeah, he's got a host of experience, and Rwanda really went after him. They targeted him as somebody that could bring that experience to just lift the levels of these Rwandan players, because they did disappoint on the whole during the qualification campaign. Maybe it's tough when you know you've already qualified, but at least they got the win against a tough South Sudan team who were also here at this competition in that final game.
Well, you know what? There are no easy games, and certainly in the African qualifiers, Rwanda were reminded of that. And who knows? Maybe that'll end up being a blessing in disguise. It's almost as if to say, hey guys, we got a lot of work to do between now and the start of the AfroBasket. We need to focus now, and we need to start getting ready now. We're gonna have a pause in the commentary for the playing of the national anthems for Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda. Okay, the national anthems have been played, and as always, it's a stirring moment in these international basketball events. These players coming out and playing for their country. You could visibly see the DR Congo players beating their chest and looking up at the flag. Kingsley Ojeaburu from Nigeria, Hassan Kamate from Cote d'Ivoire, and Yusuf Maiga from Mali have the honor, the job of calling tonight's game, and we're going to look at the lineups. Congolese, Henry Pwono, Mananga Shamba, Fula, Jordan Sacco, but you talk about him, and Mwamba in that starting five.
Yeah, Jordan Sacco, a lot of success in Europe with Hereda, San Pablo Burgos, Basketball Champions League champion. Mananga Shamba as well, one of the key players from the qualifiers. And they've got plenty of talent and plenty of depth.
How about Lefil? Played for the Shakas, Wichita State. And there's Matthias Eckhoff from Norway. And you can't talk about him without talking about the great job that he did with Will Voigt. When Will Voigt was at the helm of Nigeria, he was one of the assistants and has deservedly been given a big job here. For Rwanda, Hagaman Twari, Shaka, Kenny Gasana, Prince Ibe, and William Robbins.
Yeah, William Robbins a late addition to the team, but Kenny Gasana, he's been a real stalwart for Rwanda, and Prince Ibe, leading scorer for the team during the qualifiers and second in rebounds. Gasana again up there, 9 points a game, 34 minutes a game, so he'll play a lot of minutes. And Chiksa, I mean, I think that's a really smart inclusion for Rwanda, hosting the tournament, got a proven winner with the Senegalese coach. So really interested again. First 5 minutes crucial. It proved crucial in the first two games. And we'll see who's going to get off to the good start. There's Jordan Sacco on the camera, 24 years old. A leader for this team, played all 6 games in the qualifiers, 7.8 points. Again, 50% from the field, 9.5 rebounds. He's getting things done at a young age, Jeff, and great to see him here at the AfroBasket.
It is indeed. It's really, as you mentioned, a Basketball Champions League winner. Well, good evening, folks, and welcome to Kigali, Rwanda. And William Robbins bringing the ball up the floor, handing it off, and getting over to Shaka. Prince Ibe, now Kenny Gasana, obviously a big-time shooter. Here he is, Robbins, puts it up, and it's good.
Great start, the crowd just getting to their feet early, cheering on this Rwandan team.
And Robbins has it knocked out of his hands. It's interesting, his name is William Robbins. His jersey says Williams on the back. Here's Shaka, and he misses, and now quickly pushing it the other way. DR Congo. Keep an eye on Mananga Shamba, number 7, the guard. He's got the ball. Pulls up from the arc and gets it to drop. So the three-pointer ties it.
The shooter's touch there, and Mananga Shamba, 8.7 points a game, but 4 assists to go with that as well. So look for him to share the ball.
Robbins tries to get the bounce pass, but it was read and intercepted by Jordan Sacco, number 18. Now the three-point attempt, and well, good rim protection there by Prince Ibe after the ball is knocked out of his hands, and Sacco flies in for another rebound.
Yeah, we've got some great bigs already on view today, and we've got a couple more athletic ones in this game.
And the dump back to Sacco, and he's fouled by Prince Ibe.
A nice little interchange there between Shamba and Sacco, and Sacco was going to go up strong, but Prince Ibe wasn't going to let him get the dunk. And it's just a replay of that three.
Well, let's have a look at this block here, challenging at the rim. And, well, Prince Ibe, much is expected of him for this Rwanda team.
Yeah, he averaged 33 minutes in the qualifiers. Him and Sacco are going to be the two key bigs. Heavily involved in the qualifiers and already heavily involved here.
Sacco misses the second, and Prince Ibe able to get rid of the basketball. Over to Robbins. Here he is, a little bit of contact. Foul called. Three-point shot is good. Boy, he's had a good start to his Rwanda first AfroBasket, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's just shooting without any hesitation. They're getting him in the shot.
And there for the attempted putback dunk. Oh, look out, though, a little bit of razzle-dazzle.
Rolly Fuller, Nanganga. Just a little spin there, and but the athleticism, they're trying to rip the hoop down already, Jeff.
Prince Ibe goes up with the left hand. Sacco rebounds that miss.
Good defense without fouling there for Sacco.
The Leopards in the blue, looking to sink their claws in to this Rwanda team, and no box out there keeping Sacco away, but then he's fouled as he goes up with the attempted putback.
Yeah, great second effort by Sacco. He was skying for that rebound, got it, and went back up quick. And the defense off balance, and he gets back to the free throw line.
Ibe is a big man, as you alluded to, 2.08 meters in height, and Sacco struggling a little bit at the free throw line here.
Yeah, Sacco 64% or thereabouts during the qualifiers again. I mean, in the last game with Central Africa Republic, Jeff, these free throws are so important if you're an athletic team.
Oh, yeah.
Getting to the line so much, just got to knock them down.
So we've got a horn that goes off here after the made free throw. Not sure what that was about. So relatively quiet start for Gasana, who I think they probably depended on a little too much in the past. Hagomantwari comes in, puts up the jumper, and gets it to drop.
Yeah, they've already got a good feel, Rwanda. Nice job there by Hagomantwari.
Bonu turns it over.
And Williams has had an immediate impact.
And Williams, quick pass. And he gets it back, bats it out. Looks like he's been a rather useful pickup for this Rwanda team. Kaj. And then Sacco fouled on the rebound by number 10, Olivier Shaka.
I mean, that may have been an advantage as well for Rwanda. He can obviously play Robbins. If he's been that late, he may not have been scouted. His first two shots he took, he had no one anywhere near him. So they know about him. They know about him now, to DR Congo.
Monanga Shamba going up against Robbins. Yeah, you can bet your bottom dollar the next game Rwanda plays, he won't be getting any free space. And nice jump shot made by number 23 of Rwanda. And that was Mamba. By Democratic Republic of Congo, excuse me. Now the pass into the hands of Monanga Shamba. Is he going to wait? No, he's going to go all the way. And he's going to score using the right hand and twisting his body. And I think Sheikh Zar has decided to call a timeout.
Yeah, the drive there was a bit out of control. It was a drive and kick without looking. And Monanga Shamba just gobbled up the steal, and that's another nice reverse layup. Kenny Gasana can't get anywhere near that. Good protection of the ball on the layup. But it's already got a different feel with more crowd in. There's reaction to every shot and every miss, and you can really feel the tournament building now.
Well, fans, obviously, as part of their ticket that they bought, can also get their vaccination, and they're not expensive tickets. They can go and get vaccinated, and they can get their PCR tests. They need to have that before they get into this arena. These are the COVID times, and look at the early shooting for both teams. Each team with a made three. Yeah,
and 3 of 6 from 2, 2 of 5 from 2 for Rwanda, and 1 of 3, 1 of 4. But it's got a good flow to the game, evenly matched. This could be the close game of the day. I'm not sure how it's going to go with Angola, Cape Verde, but these two teams are going head-to-head. good matchups inside with Principe and Sacco. And you've got the guards as well, Shamba versus William Robbins. I think maybe that's why that timeout was called. They're going to maybe put a plan together to stop Mr. Robbins from getting those wide open shots.
You can also see with the fans how they're sitting because of COVID protocol. You know, there's an empty seat in between them. This is a 10,000 seat arena. And now they're stopping the clock over again. So let's see what this is about. Ojay Arubu goes over to check on what is the horn for. Ndazai in the game, Kaj, William Robbins. Also in the game, number 8 for Rwanda, Kazaneza. And we have some type of issue. Ekoff comes over to discuss something about the substitution of maybe he didn't check into the game in Tamwe the right way. So I'm not sure, but both teams huddled up at the other side with the exception of Ntamwe, who it looks like they might not let him go in the game. They might bring in the other player. That's weird. That one escaped me. So either he didn't check in properly or there's an issue. I don't know with his uniform.
Is it to do with his, maybe to do with his shirt number? Because we discussed that before. They're on the website and on the roster it's 34. He's wearing 35. Is that going to be a... Well,
I would hope not.
It's not going to be a major issue.
That would be almost a disaster if that happened. I mean, I noticed it. You noticed it. So certainly somebody would have noticed that he was wearing a different number 35.
We're just going to have to adjust it on the score sheet, and hopefully they're able to do that. And they're asking the players to go to the bench, so it's...
Who has, you know, now the commissioner is going to go and inquire something, and if it were me, I would just change the number up on the scoreboard. Let's just go with that. And let's just play basketball.
Because he's 34 up there as well, so there's been an issue with the printing of the number. Here we go. The commissioner's got his bit of paper.
It definitely is. The issue is that the fact that they're wondering if number 35 is indeed supposed to be even in the game. You know, number 34, Kande. So is supposed to be here, and we were thinking that was Conway, but it's in Tamwe, and this is a bizarre occurrence that nobody would have picked that up if in fact we were assuming that was Kande.
Also, Jerland Tabway, who was 20, is 35, and it's going to cause all sorts of confusion.
Well, rules are there for a reason,
sure,
and you have to abide by them. And if in fact he was not actually officially registered, he's not on the scoreboard, he's not even on the official roster that we had seen. So I think is that the question I have is, who is that man?
What's he doing in the building?
Who is he? Somebody get over there and find out. We thought it was Kande, and there was Ntamwe, but it's Kande.
There is a Kande of 34, so okay. I think we're getting there.
Okay, well, we're gonna. I don't want to say only at the AfroBasket would you see something like this, but part of me does think that. I know you've had some things that crop up.
Sure.
It only adds to the intrigue and the excitement of this event. And Ntamwe is a little bit smiling wryly, sheepishly.
So he's now taking that number off. There is an Ntamwe at number 20 on the roster.
So there's going to be a technical foul because of that. as well, and it sends Gasana to the line. So they're fortunate that they've escaped. Now you've got Eckhoff. Now this is, why are they giving him a number 38? This is going from the confusion to bizarre, almost. So Gasana misses it, but possession for Rwanda. And from the right, Kazaneza misses, but the ball will stay down at this end. And you also wonder about, like, kind of the momentum, how it affects the delay, both of these teams. Because it felt like DR Congo were in a good way. Now this little interruption has perhaps knocked them out of their stride a little bit. A little bit harder shot that time.
Yeah, much tougher D. They followed him on the dribble and he had to make a step back. So they're going to, Congo are saying, well, someone else is going to have to knock a shot down for Rwanda.
Kazaneza missed a couple of jumpers from the right. And Bono. He's off target.
Definitely having Williams here is going to take some pressure off Gasana being the playmaker.
Zai misses from three-point range. There, the offensive rebound. Kazaneza, but then the ball taken away by Munanga Shamba. And it's going to be in Wamba missing. And flying in for the rebound was Mutombo. In Desai from the corner. How about that?
Desai just nailing that shot from the corner, and
oh boy, should have let it go out. And Wanda now is going to lead to a break. He goes behind the back to William Robbins. I thought they were going to mess that up, but Robbins is so good, William Robbins, that he just said, no problem, I got this. Rwanda have taken the lead. All of a sudden, bizarre things happening here.
It really has knocked DR Congo off their stride, I think, that shirt issue.
And Desai pulls up. Gasana for three. Good! Goodness gracious! The game is completely changed with the mistake of the number on Ntambwe. Gasana, his three-pointer takes it up to a 15-11 advantage.
Kenny Gasana, he had defense near him, Jeff, but he just said, there's one. I mean, that's tough from the corner from Ndizai, and then Gasana goes behind the back to William Robbins. He semi-fumbles but finishes, and then Gasana, no hesitation on the next one. And all of a sudden, they've obviously got, Rwanda have got DR Congo's number, and DR Congo need to sort that number out, because I think Eckhoff got involved with talking to the commissioner when he lost his focus on coaching the game for a moment, and things have totally turned around.
So timeout has been called by DR Congo, who are now being out-rebounded 11-9. And Jordan Sacco looks unhappy about something over there. I don't know if he's unhappy there's no water or a towel on the chair.
Yeah,
but
there's
just
definitely some issues.
A little bit of unraveling going on over there, and somebody needs to step up and take control in the team itself for DR Congo and say, let's, you need to grab your teammates by the jersey and say, focus, come on, because they were looking pretty tough.
They were, and loads of energy, flying above the rim, playing good defense. The shirt number's an issue, and they've just gone flat, and Rwanda have taken full advantage.
Lufil has come into the game. Also, Kande is in the game now, number 34. So here's Lufil getting blocked at the rim.
Great defense by Ali Kaj.
Ball batted, goes out of bounds.
Good defense, just biting on the fakes, 1, 2, and then just there to swat it away.
Oh, Robbins, they left him open, and this time they don't pay the price. But then Gasana gets in there, comes up with a steal. Ndizai open for three! Great play, Gasana, and he finds Indesai at the top of the key.
That's great play by Gasana, showing he's more than just a scorer, playing defense, getting the steal, setting up his teammates, and then Congo throw it out of bounds. And this is a really quick unraveling.
Well, this comes from the tales of the bizarre. And that's saying something in the AfroBasket history. The player comes out because his number wasn't registered, and it's just this DR Congo team has been completely knocked out of its stride. This time the bounce pass to William Robbins, they were not on the same page with Indesai, goes out of bounds.
It was a good idea on the pass, but Robbins just hadn't got far enough basket side of his defender. So
I don't know how that mistake takes place. Having the wrong number and nobody spotting it. I mean, we spotted it.
Yeah.
Surely there's got to be somebody on the bench looking for that stuff.
If it's Intabwe, he was registered as just 20, so 35 is nowhere near.
Almost an over and back, it doesn't matter, they get it. Kazaneza, now Gasana doesn't waste any time. The ball bounces out to Robbins, Indesai, and he decides to take it back out.
And the issue for DR Congo is Rwanda are getting all the knockbacks, the tips.
Indesai for three. Oh, they're getting some opportunities. Another steal, bounce pass, going back and forth. One pass too many by Shobazwab, and now they get it back. William Robbins open for three. Good. The extended follow through.
What's a game they're playing?
Is rocking and rolling.
The crowd are dancing in this. In the stands. This is wonderful for Rwanda.
Now Eckhoff complaining he had wanted a timeout. They didn't give it to him. Mananga Shamba drives in. He misses. Lufil tries to box out. Once again, the basketball goes to Gasana. Now the DR Congo getting on the ground, getting on the hardwood for the basketball. That's a good sign.
Yeah, and their lead player, Kenny Gasana, straight to the floor, shielding the ball, but he's been all over the place, getting steals, hanging around, just getting in the passing lanes, and it was a steal by Congo, gave it back, and then William Robbins just finishes with that beautiful follow-through, and wow.
They're on a 14-0 run right now, Rwanda. This is incredible stuff.
All on the back of Shirtgate.
Kibi misses, skying for the rebound for Rwanda. Kaj. Gasana shaking and baking. Looks off the pass, no, gets it back outside. Committed the cardinal sin of leaving his feet, not knowing if he was shooting or if he had somebody to pass it to.
Yeah, there was a similar turnover a little while ago from Rwanda again, driving in and trying to do a 180 in the air to pass it out. Turnover is the result.
Now Indesai comes out and fouls Mananga Shamba. Well, everything that's happened in this first quarter has certainly added a little bit of spice to the occasion. It's not the type of spice, I would suggest it's a little too spicy for the fans of DR Congo. They didn't want to see this. They were in a very good frame of mind. But the fact that they had the player that came onto the court with the number that wasn't registered. So this is a good moment for Cheksar to make some substitutions. It's important that this team finishes the first quarter strong against this DR Congo team. Kwono, quick pass to Kibi. Back to Kwono, or Buono rather, excuse me, and Buono fouled, so he gets a couple of free throws.
Yeah, fouled by Kasenzi. He was off balance and he put the shot up.
Buono sat right in front of me on my flight on the way to the AfroBasket. I didn't know who he was. I knew he was a big man, and he was going to Kigali, and I assumed he was going to be here. He's in the starting five, and here he is making a free throw.
I think this is what they got to do DR Congo get back gradually, free throw line, solid defense, play under control, and just put behind what has happened, put it right to the back of their mind and get back in this game.
Robbins and Gasana trying to get a good view of what's going on here. Chaubozois brings it across midcourt. He's a fan favorite, as you can see. Chaubozois has it. Now he gets closer to the paint, passes it back outside to Indesai, lets it go from low, way out. Number 9 is fine yet again. 11-point lead.
Great left-hand stroke.
Oh, beautiful response by Buono.
Yes, nice sequence of play for both teams. One was a 3 and one was an inside play, but both lefties. Good to see.
Chaubozois sees there's not much time left on the clock. And that's how the first quarter finishes. A most bizarre first quarter, in fact. Chaubozois passing it out to Indesai for yet another three-pointer for Rwanda. They've hit 6 threes in the first quarter, and they are on top 24-15, Rwanda over DR Congo.
Yeah, it's a good first quarter for Rwanda. 3 of 10 from 2, but 6 of 13 from 3. 4 of 6 for free throws for Congo. That's a good job, but that first 5 minutes was good. And then the shirt issue just completely threw everybody. The coach was distracted. And this is where we are now, 24-15, as we see some of the highlights. And the game really built. And Robbins just started the game on fire. They weren't anywhere near him. He's hit 2 big threes. He looks really smooth. Congo came back, DR Congo came back and tied the game. This was after a steal. Gasana to his running mate. They could be a very potent 1-2 punch in this competition. Gasana there, defense coming out, but he's got a high release. And then Gasana getting in between the 2 players. Not enough space there to make that pass. 1 player able to guard 2. And then out to Indesai, who's been great. And I love his action when he shoots the ball. Good rotation, high arc. And when he makes a shot, the whole crowd is getting lifted. But very impressed with Rwanda so far. Six turnovers for DR Congo in that first half. 6 turnovers as well for Rwanda. It's what you do off the turnovers that is key. It's 8-4 points from turnovers, and there's Robin's points. 10 points, 2 of 4 from 2, 2 of 2 from 3, and what a big inclusion he is for Rwanda.
Robbins was born in Belgium to a Rwandan mother and a Belgian father. That's what allows him to play for this team. And the ball batted out of bounds. They're going to keep it at this end with 7 seconds, but he's made a rather substantial impact on today's proceedings. Coming out and leading all scorers with 10 points.
I like the fact they're keeping this press on the 2-2-1 press, so they let the ball. They let the inbound. They won't play defense on the inbound. They're looking for that first pass, and now they're going to drop into a man. That's where they're trying to trap, right on the half.
Kibbe drives in, takes the contact and scores.
Yeah, they broke the press really well. Get it down the floor quick. There's only 1 player at the back of the press.
Extended the defense. Robbins, another 3, and he just looks over and smiles. He's like, wow, I didn't know it was going to be this easy, but he's making it look easy, isn't he?
Yeah, Gasana is just doing his thing as well. Great drive, draws the defense, quick kick, quick shot. They're a good 1-2 punch already. DR Congo doing the right thing there, Jeff. Get the ball into Sacco. Get Rwanda in some foul trouble. But that shot there was just beautiful, and he's already reminds me a little bit of number 77 for the Czech Republic, the way he plays.
Rwanda drives in, and rebound, limiting DR Congo to one shot. Gasana drives in, over to Kaj, Robbins again, this time short. Driving in, and quickly Mamamba Shanga scores and gets it back to an 8-point deficit.
And there's another great example of using your left hand. He's a right-hander, knew he was going to get blocked if he went out right hand, and he just goes straight across to his weak hand, to his left hand, and that's beautiful. We've seen a number of those today through all the games.
They'd really like to get Prince Ibeh going here as well, but with Sacco in there, that's not going to be easy. Here he is, he gets a touch. And three-point shot from Shobozois, and offensive foul called on, I think, Prince Ibeh.
Yeah, it was on the screen. He just said that he's a big guy, and this is the problem. The defenders will bounce off him when he's setting those screens, and let's see.
Well, that's 3 fouls on him.
He just moved his hip. He just gave him a hip check as he went past, and that is a foul. Pressure stays up the floor. They're trying to get in that trap on the half, and they just get it down the sideline.
Well, they'd like to have Prince Ibeh out there, but at the end of the day, they've played very well with him on the bench.
Well, they can go to small ball and just play a different way, and just more hustle, kick the ball out the middle.
Ibeh telegraphed that pass, trying to get it over to his teammate, number 10, Abubakar Mutombo Sacco. The other Sacco. Now Mononga Shamba puts it up. Oh, he is fouled. It's a late whistle. He's going to get 3 free throws.
Yeah, they say don't foul the jump shooter, but he's just come off that around the top.
Here's another look at it.
Yeah, it's off the screen, and then Kenny Gasana's coming out, and he's just stepped out too hard.
Yeah, and I think the referee's got it. I think he got it right on it. He got him on the right arm. It's plain as day. Caught red-handed. Don't deny it. Great job by the officials.
Yeah, they've been very good today.
And certainly the commissioner has been good, spotting the most famous incident of the game so far. Mononga Shamba is at the free throw line and trying to bring his team back.
Yeah, this is the place to do it. Get the clock stopped, get to the free throw line, get in rhythm that way, and then if they want to put on some sort of press after the made free throw, they can put their own defense in.
So he makes the second after missing the first. And he misses that one, and they're not going to say Kasana got into the lane too early. We saw Egypt hit like a few times with an early lane entry in the last game. Excuse me, Egypt. Robbins. Gasana. Mononga Shamba going for the steal. Shobozois. Good!
That is fantastic team play between the big 3 guards for Rwanda. And Shobozois finishes with the wide open shot.
It was actually, looked like it was better defense by the DR Congo on this. But then Mononga Shamba went for the steal, and then Shobozois ended up with a wide open 3.
Yeah, just perfect timing of the pass by Gasana. He's had a couple of nice assists because the attention's going to come to him, and he's playing really unselfishly. And this is how Rwanda have got to keep going. It doesn't matter who scores, just whoever's open.
They're leading by 10 points right now. Puono down low to Sacco, and Jordan Sacco has the ball knocked out of his hands by Gassana.
Without Prince Ibeh in there, they've got to go into Sacco, get Rwanda into foul trouble.
Sacco gets in. Oh, just made it look easy.
Another left-handed finish, but his head was above the rim. He just threw that down, spiked it through.
Look at this.
Big strides.
There he goes.
Wow. And that's what happens when there's no rim protection.
Now Robbins says, back up, I got this. Move out of the way. Here he comes. Whips it over to Shobazwa. Will it be another one? Nope, misses everything this time. Mananga Shamba. Oh, Shobazwa has to be careful. Mananga Shamba went down. The DR Congo bench asking for an unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, he's tried to play defense, and it's ended up more like a tackle. He's grabbed, and maybe it looked a little bit worse than it was, but
yeah,
luckily.
Definitely. The referees are not going to go look at it. Shobazwa and Gassana exit the game.
Yeah, they need to just manage the rotations, make sure one of those three are on the floor at least. Of Gassana, Shobazwa, and Robbins, and they will feel they can control the game.
Habimana has checked in for Rwanda, getting his first action, number 5. Inbounding the ball, here he is, bringing it up. Good size for a point guard, isn't he?
He just played a couple of games in the qualifiers. Average 1 point and 1 rebound, so he's someone they're bringing through.
Years of age. Well, he's left open. He says, why not? And the left-hander. Now they catch him sleeping, and Kibi gets an easy one. A good spot that time for DR Congo.
Rwanda have to get their levels back up again. DR Congo right back in this game now. Good fast break, and look at this.
Now the turnover, and driving in and scoring uncontested was Mutombo Sacco. And that leads to a Cheksar timeout. And after the first quarter chaos, the DR Congo getting themselves back into it, and it's turnovers that are the problem, although not on this occasion here that you see with Habimana maintaining control and hitting the short jump shot.
Yeah, I mean, don't defer. They're sending him on to do a job. If you've got the shot, take it. The issue was they made that score, and then it went straight down the other end, and they didn't retreat. So, you know, Rwanda have just got to get, they've just dipped. They've had a great run, and they've just dipped now, and but it's going to happen. It's going to ebb and flow. As we look at the assist, 11 assists, that's a good job for Rwanda. 6 to DR Congo, and turnovers 9 for Rwanda, and only 6 turnovers for DR Congo. You felt it was maybe the other way around, especially after the shirt issues.
Well, look at the defensive stats there, 5 steals each, and if you're just joining us, as a reminder, Coach Eckhoff wanted to make a substitution in the first quarter. He put his player number 35 onto the court. The only problem was there was no 35 that was registered, and they were hit with a technical foul, and they had to put someone else on the court, and it just kind of delay really kind of knocked them out of their stride, but they seem to be getting it back now, the DR Congo. Puono on Habimana. Robbins, shot clock about to expire. He launches and hits another one. I mean, he has absolutely been like a superhero tonight. I mean, you cannot overestimate his worth to this team. He's got 16 points and now a turnover. And again, suddenly, the momentum shifts after the Robbins three.
Yeah, that was massive because the shot clock was running down and he's had to just throw it up. Good job by Habimana as well. Has come in the game, had a positive impact. But Williams, Robbins, has been fantastic. Great to see.
4 of 5 from three-point range. Back to a 7-point lead, and now another three, and it's good. This time, Rwanda's number 7, another newcomer to the team, Armel Sangwe. And now the defense, and just like that, the lead goes back to 10 points.
It's contagious. Confident shooting is contagious. The guys are coming in. If you're open, shoot it. It's not just about Gasana and the other players, some of the other lead players or the experienced players. No, if you're open, shoot it.
Puono, his attempt long, and the rebound by Kaj. Sangwe actually was born in Burundi and 21 years of age. Plays for the APR basketball club, but previously played for Espoir. Here is another three attempt and missed everything. So Congo, DR Congo bring it back as Habimana missing from long range.
That was good D by DR Congo, really chasing hard.
And offensive foul called on Sacco, establishing position.
That's tough for Jordan Sacco. He's trying to use his advantage with no Prince eBay on the floor. Let's just check this out. He's up against a much smaller defender in Ali Kaj, and he gets penalised. I think sometimes that's the issue. He's trying to post up correctly. Because of the height difference, his elbow maybe ends up in the defender's neck area, and it just doesn't look too good.
Habimana gets in. Boy, that was a sweet finish with the left hand. And they got their biggest lead of the game now, 12 points. But back it goes to Sacco. He misses. Puono with the offensive rebound. It gets swatted by Habimana. Rwanda coming to life once again. Sangwe over to Empoyo. Good for three.
And the press stays on Empoyo. I think he may have got the block as well.
And
he's got the deflection.
They get the steal. Sangwe has it. This is a Rwanda performance. Honestly, the type of performance that we haven't seen really for the past several years. They have been electric today. Sangwe, though, short, perhaps forced that one.
Well, a couple of things that happened. Cheek Shah's taken over, and plus they brought in Williams Robbins. And everybody's players elevated.
Yeah, William Robbins has been terrific. Mananga Shamba, boy, that was a big-time shot by the veteran Leopard point guard.
Yeah, he's not shying away. Played at AfroBasket 2017. One of the leaders on the qualifying campaign, and he's not going to shy away from the challenge.
And now an offensive foul hold has been called, I believe, on Empoyo by the Nigerian referee, Oje Orobu. Here we go again, look at this. This was the sweet finish by Habimana with that left hand. And then Habimana using the left hand at the other end of the court for the swat.
Yeah, that was a great block.
And then Empoyo getting in on the act.
They just had 3 or 4 great plays at both ends of the floor, and now, you know, big 12-point lead. And it's and timeout.
Open. So Maxi dribbles.
Maybe Cheek Sara's come in, and he has said, guys, we're not just going to rely on 1 or 2 individuals, which maybe that's how Rwanda have played. Gasana looks completely revitalised, and he the weight is off his shoulders now. He can share responsibility.
I mean, there's no doubt. I mean, if you bring in a quality player like Robbins, he's going to make a significant impact. He's got 4 of those 5 threes that have been made by Rwanda, but also there's been just like a couple of moments where it's just like you're lighting the touch paper for Rwanda, you know? You had the jersey confusion, you know, can this guy play or not? He had to go out. You had the technical, that changed the momentum. And then just as DR Congo were coming back, shot clock winding down, William Robbins steps up to the plate yet again and drills the three-pointer. And certainly for the hosts, they are excited. I don't know how much they believed in their team coming into this, but they are excited, as you can see. They're living in the moment here. And the better they play in this AfroBasket, if they can win this game, you know, this city will get more and more excited.
The crowds will build, and this place will be rocking even more for game 2.
Puono gets inside, drives. Oh, he misses the layup. He had the shot he wanted. And Pollo with the rebound. I mean, who knows? They might even start playing basketballs coming home if they keep playing at this level.
You got it.
Kaj loses it cheaply, triggers a break. Mnangagwa pulls up from deep. Another one. Boy, that was a bad turnover for Rwanda.
Yeah, and that is a tough shot. Now, they've got to manage the minutes for Habimana. He's been great. They haven't missed a beat with him in the game, but I think Kenny Gasana may have to come back in soon.
Yeah, I think Checksar has to, no doubt, who's watching. Here you go, Robbins looks up, puts it up just in the nick of time. This time, a little short. Shows he's human. Mnangagwa, able to get it back. Good hustle, though, by Sangwe, going after the basketball. Three-point attempt, and well short by DR Congo's number 23, Mwamba.
Yeah, just being a bit sloppy now, Rwanda. Notre Habimana just not knowing the defense was behind him.
Well, big time experience for the young man. This time Kaj reaches in, knocks it away, goes out of bounds. And I think Robbins is asking to come out.
They've got to carefully manage the minutes.
So he's a little winded. Don't forget the elevation here. What, 1,500?
Yeah. And first game, a lot of excitement for the Rwandans, a lot of pent-up energy, and I think he can have a break now, plus the half-time.
I mean, it's crucial for this Rwanda team that they go into halftime leading by several points, you know, between 7 and 9. They'd like it to be bigger. DR Congo would love to cut into that to get some of that momentum back. Here's Sako driving in, denied.
That's great defense by Kazaneza.
Habimana gets it over to Kazaneza and Pollo. Backing up, going at it, Shaka. And Habimana got a nice look to his game, doesn't he? And Pollo. Another offensive rebound, Kazaneza. And, well, you start getting offensive rebounds, boy, that's going to make life awfully difficult for DR Congo. Habimana shaking and baking. Entry pass, Shaka. And just held on to it a little too long, so that leaves 10.6 seconds left on the shot clock, or the game clock, rather, for DR Congo.
Rwanda needs to be careful as well. They're in team fouls. They don't want to give away anything cheap. Got to play proper D. They keep the press on. 2-2-1.
Puono. Game clock about to expire. They launch it. And number 23, Patrick Kazumba, and Mwamba's shot off target. Boy, what a story. What a game. Surpassing the hype. Rwanda at halftime leading DR Congo 43-34 on the opening day of the FIBA AfroBasket 2021.
Yeah, just a beautiful first half from them, and it's as good as it could go. And Rwanda 36% from two, 48% from three. Just the one free throw. They might want to increase that. 11 free throws for DR Congo. 25-19 on the rebounds. They've got a lot of second chance points. 13-7 on assists, but 4 more turnovers than DR Congo. Robbins coming in 16 points, but Mananga Shamba matching that. Ndezi with the big threes, 9 points. Habimana 4 points with a couple of nice plays as well. So everything that could go right for Rwanda did, and a couple of things went wrong for Congo, but they came back strong. They got it back down to 7, and then Rwanda went again. And a lot of it sparking off the defense. Kenny Gasana leading the charge, diving on loose balls, showing that the best player can be your hardest worker as well. This is a little shot fake there to get the defense off him. And that was Mananga Shamba who was coming out and then stopped. That was early doors for Williams, and then that tied the game early on. And then a little bit of connection there between Gasana and William Robbins.
This game just makes an incredible story, doesn't it? The first half.
Yeah.
You know, you're at home in Kigali.
Yeah.
You haven't had a great qualifiers campaign. Nobody really knows. I dare say the players, the coach, maybe they believed, but they didn't know. You know, Texar has to be over the moon that they've given themselves a platform to build on here.
Yeah, they had a couple of mental breakdowns, but look, this is Gasana getting stuck in between the two DR Congo players. They're too close together to make that play. And look, no defense near Ndezi, and he nails it. And he is an emotion player, and the crowd are feeding off him. Gasana's loving less responsibility. Penetrate kick on his toes. I love and he's just throwing that up and splash. Everything that could have gone right, and Coach Eckhoff's going, what have we got here? But look at what we've got right now with Sacco. Look at that. That is raw energy and athleticism. And then Habimana comes on, and they don't want to play him. They think, well, we're going to guard everybody else, so he spins around and knocks down the short two.
I think what this game illustrates is that, you know, you have to make sure you dot all the T's, dot all the I's, cross all the T's. As we look at the halftime action here for the home fans, it's just beyond belief that what has unfolded.
Yeah, sure.
So the top scorer for Congo, Democratic Congo rather, Democratic Republic of Congo, Mananga Shamba, and maybe we haven't given him enough credit for keeping his team in the game. I mean, he's been sensational, especially in that second quarter, hitting a couple of long threes. He's perfect from deep, 3 of 3, and
well, he was the one player I think that didn't let the shirt issue bother him. He just carried on playing. A couple of other players got distracted. It did distract the coach as well and the coaching staff, but he's been fantastic. Very quick player, nice reverse layup there. Another strong guard. We've seen some great guards today, as well as some good bigs. I think he's a top player, gracing this tournament in Kigali, and that was one breakdown that Rwanda had. They just scored Habimana, I think. And then they let Maxime Mananga Shamba go down the other end and do that.
So Mananga Shamba doing his best to keep his DR Congo ship afloat here in Kigali.
Yeah, sure.
And of course, we've been talking about this guy all night.
Well, right from the start. First off, who was he? You know, very late inclusion, but, you know, that's worked in Rwanda's favour perfectly. 16 points, 4 of 6 from 3. Not forcing it too much. He's had to let a couple go at the buzzer, and he's made one of those, which was key, because then that led to another run by Rwanda. But some of these shots, I mean, wide open. They're not sure if to guard him. That's just that nice footwork, little jab step shot fake, and that made him even more open and sensational. A little bit of sauce on the pass from Gassano, just drops it, but just finishes.
I've had many thoughts thinking about William Robbins. Not only the fact that the back of his jersey says Williams, and his name is William Robbins. I'm not sure where that comes from. Maybe it's I don't know. I don't understand it. But
he's definitely well in the shirt, in the game of the shirt and the name and the number. I guess it's appropriate. But he has come under the radar for us, and we know all about him now. And he's come under the radar maybe for DR Congo. And
has the thought come into your mind, like, how is he not part of that Belgian team?
Well, I'll tell you what, if he had the choice, I mean, how proud is his Rwandan mother is going to be, and of course dad, but he's playing for a national team in a major competition. Belgium maybe have overlooked him, but hey.
Or maybe, let's be honest, I mean, they've got a great team. Anyway, it's halftime, 43-34, Rwanda on top of DR Congo. 43-34, Rwanda on top of Democratic Republic of Congo at halftime here in the Kigali Arena in Rwanda, in the land of 1,000 hills, or the heart of Africa, whichever you prefer. And you know, you just can't make it up, really. I'm going to be having a hard time tossing and turning going to bed tonight, thinking about what actually happened here tonight. William Robbins joining this Rwanda team for the first time, coming out, scoring the 16 points, comes from Belgium, has a Rwandan mother. Really not many people knew about him, knew of his quality. And boy, has he shown that he's got some quality, hitting 4 3-pointers in the first half and hitting big shot after big shot, making big plays, and just kind of bringing a cool confidence to this Rwanda team, which helped them navigate that difficult early 20 minutes. You know, when in the past you would have expected a lot from Kenny Gasana, who's the same player, still very good. But at the end of the day, as you've alluded to numerous times, Graham, they've had other players that have stepped up and have done the job. Now, Mananga Shamba for Democratic Republic of Congo has also come out and really kind of put his team on his back from a scoring standpoint and scored almost half of their points, 16 of their 34 points. He has been hot from three-point range. He's also got, you can see, he's setting up his teammates. Hey, there's a long way to go in this one, but the fact that DR Congo would put in a player that wasn't even on the roster, official roster, had to be pulled out, and which then triggered a 14-0 run, clearly, for Rwanda. You just can't make it up.
Yeah, completely threw DR Congo off their game, and a couple of the players got rattled. The coach got distracted having to speak to the commissioner, and Rwanda took full advantage. And what I like about Gasana, he's given up 7 assists, 3 points, 7 assists. Williams, you do the scoring, and if they can just share the responsibility, and then it breeds confidence through the team. And as for DR Congo, yeah, Maxi Mananga Shamba is 16 points, 3 assists. Next player with the next highest, you've got a few of the guys on 4 points, Buono, Sako, Kibi. So it's not as balanced, whereas Rwanda, you know, they're scoring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players. 8 players are scoring, contributing. 13 assists in a half is a pretty good effort if they can keep going at that league. And what they've got to keep doing is doing the same type of thing. Keep that press on, keep mixing that defense up off a score. Don't feel they have to keep going to William Robbins, because DR Congo have had all of half-time to talk about how they're going to defend him. Maybe Kenny Gasana can get hot now, or they can get the ball. Maybe Prince Ibe can come back in, get some time, they can throw the ball inside to him. So they've got to keep mixing it up. Don't just keep going with the same plan.
You know, something that Tunisia coach Dirk Bowerman said earlier today when we were talking to him kind of makes me wonder, though, if in fact they can control this man, because he really feels like in Africa, one area where perhaps national teams struggle is a lack of discipline. He doesn't feel like that's an issue with his own team, Tunisia, but you do wonder if they talk about it in the locker room, Eckhoff, and he says, get out there whenever this guy has the ball, or whenever, you know, he runs off this screen or whatever, if they might not execute the game plan, you know, a little freewheeling. So we'll see. Certainly, I think they've got the athletes to go out and get it done, but they've got to be able to get it done.
Yeah, and that's the key, and we've seen it in the first 2 games that it is playing under control.
So in Tamwe now, the player that was not allowed in the game with number 35 is now in the game wearing number 35. So how is that possible if he wasn't allowed in the game in the first half?
Yeah, well, I had him as number 20 on the roster. So I would have thought they would have switched the number to 20, and it's pretty confusing.
I'm definitely, this is the land of 1,000 hills. It's also right now the land of confusion, because I don't know how he can play when he wasn't allowed to play in the first half. Anyway, here he comes, number 35. And Tomwe is allowed to be in the game. Could be they've had a protest and it's been answered or something. Puono comes in. Oh boy, that was a very important jump shot immediately.
A great start for DR Congo. They needed that first score to land the first punch, and they've done just that.
Gasana back in the game. Oh, breaks some ankles there, and it was Ntomwe who went down, but then Gasana missed the three. So the fans certainly appreciated that move.
He's talking to him down the court as well, probably saying, what number?
And Puono gets blocked. Terrific play but great hustle, and now Nwamba comes out and misses the three. Not sure who was it that got that block.
It was just great play, but Williams.
Indesai, maybe?
William Robbins was right in the thick of it.
Quick pass to Gasana, back outside to William Robbins, and this time off the back of the iron. They keep it alive, they stay with it, and cannot get it to drop. Indesai, he was there. Nevertheless, they're going to maintain possession.
Great effort, multiple efforts on the glass, but maybe just grab it with two hands, come down and just finish.
It was Indesai, in fact, who did have that block at the other end. There he is, missing with the putback. But they keep it. Kaj gets it over to Robbins. Now they switch. Kaj puts it up with the shot clock winding down. Certainly seems like DR Congo looked a little bit more poised and playing with a little bit more conviction here at the start of the second half. Tomo gets in and tries to take his anger out on the rim. And Puono drives in. Oh boy, that was a big time move. And they've got a chance for a three-point play.
That's a great move by Henry Puono. He attacks. Well, that was the move before by Ntambwe. That's good play. Three-point opportunity. 5-point lead. He's going to become 4-point lead if he knocks this down.
Puono does indeed. He's got 9 points. Gasana tries to get it back inside, but turns it over. Now Puono quickly, and DR Congo score again on the break. And suddenly it's a 2-point game, and you wonder if Cheksar might need to get a timeout. Oh, boy, that was almost a turnover on Kaj.
And you know who's turned things around? Number 35 for DR Congo. He's come in and done some good stuff.
Indesai, the three rims out, and Ntambwe with the rebound.
And he gives him some extra size when Sako's out of the game. And plenty of energy, and he's not used any energy up in the first half, so he's got plenty to give in this second half.
Here's another look at that sweet finish.
That's a tough move, double clutch. Sako's back in.
Puono steps back, puts it up, and misses. Not sure that was the best shot.
He was under a lot of pressure there from the defense. Good job by Rwanda.
Indesai for three. Good. There you go.
That's how they got to play. Let Gasana just dictate. He's like the conductor of the orchestra. And he lands the pass on the money, and Indesai is playing with so much confidence at both ends of the floor. Blocking shots, changing shots, and knocking down threes.
Well, Indesai certainly is a crucial player for this team. Defensively, with his length. Offensively, with his scoring. Here they are, almost forcing a turnover.
DR Congo are having a lot of problems with this press. Sort of a zone press, but then they go into man as well, and there's the trap. Let's keep.
Push called on Robbins.
They got the ball exactly where they wanted it, near the sideline. 2 players converging on the ball, but Shamba is a tough nut to crack to try and get the steal off him.
So Kazumba and Mwamba and Tomwe playing big minutes here and making an impact for the DR Congo. Oh boy, another great drive and finish.
Kazumba and Mwamba, that is tough again, exploding past the closeout. And off balance puts it in off the glass. Check this out again. The closeout was nowhere. Williams-Robbins comes across and he just cannot stop that from going in. And DR Congo have come out the second half a different animal. And Tabwe has been a big factor after all the issues with the shirt. He's come in and they are looking a different type of team.
Tomwe's played at UNLV, he's played at Texas Tech, and he's actually left Texas Tech as well. And Tomwe reaches in that time and commits to foul.
Yeah, Rwanda are really being challenged here by DR Congo. All the momentum is with them. And now Rwanda have got to regroup. Get a really good shot here.
And good hands by Ntamwe, but they still get the jump shot for Rwanda. They're keeping the scoreboard ticking over. And Ntamwe, though, races down to the other end and hands it off to Sako.
And that's great to see those two on the floor together. It's good for DR Congo to have Sako and Ntamwe combining like that. And Ntamwe's a real issue.
Yeah. And now Mananga Shamba comes up with a steal and then swatted, chased down by Gasana. Kaj, dangerous pass. Gasana down low. Oh, look at him share the basketball. Hagamontwari, though, one pass too many.
Yeah, I think so, but Gasana showing his character there, timing the block perfectly, chasing it down, but that was one pass too many. Gasana made the pass inside, just go up strong, score or go to the line.
So Prince Ibe comes into the game. Maybe he'll offer a little bit of rim protection.
Yeah, this is key because if you've got Sako and Ntamwe on the court together, you've got to have some size for Rwanda.
Puano gets it to Ntamwe. Nowhere to go for him. Gets it out to Kibi. Gets into the paint. Oh, that was an air ball. Sako comes in and throws it off his teammate, and Ntamwe out of bounds. So it's going to be Rwanda back. Oh, no, they're going to say shot clock violation because the ball didn't hit anything.
Yeah, good defense by Rwanda there. Forcing DR Congo into a really tough shot. And good boxing out under the hoop as well by Hagamontwari.
Yeah, that ball went off Hagamontwari, but yeah, it was the shot clock violation, because the Mwamba jumper only grazed the net. Well, the game has definitely changed. Ntamwe showing what he means to this team. Prince Ibe falls down, alertly gives it to Hagamontwari, but he travels.
They're going to have to get the mock team on. There's a bit of sweat there, but Prince Ibe just can't get into the game. You know, he falls down there and ends up with a turnover, and that's really unfortunate.
Did a good job, though, knowing that he couldn't stand up. He was able to at least get the ball. You see his foot slipping there. Got it to an open man. It's Hagamontwari that perhaps should have done better.
Sure.
17 turnovers on Rwanda, just 10 for DR Congo. Three-point shot, Puono. Long rebound to Ndizai. And decides to hold it up. Now Williams has it after the pass from Gasana. And definitely paying a lot more attention to him now. It's Fula that's guarding Williams. Now Sacco switches on him. Shot clock winding down, and Gasana gets in. Boy, that executed about as well as possible. And it was the poise and the control of Gasana which got them 2 points that time.
Robbins, I thought he was maybe going to over dribble there, but the pass was right on point, and Gasana just cruised, eased his way to the basket and high off the glass with the layup. That's a tough shot with the help coming over. Great job by Gasana. Just playing off, he's been the provider, and he gets the score there.
Kande in the game. This is Sacco. It's crucial for Hagamentwari and Prince Ibe to really contribute here to this Rwanda team right now. Fula to Ntamwe. Puts up a long three. And a rebound. Now down low.
A great offensive rebound. Eric Kibbe with the finish. Got to box out. Got to anticipate where this shot's going to go.
Gasana, shot clock winding down, hands it off to Ibe, and I have to say, Gasana should have known better, but nevertheless, they hustle back. Hagamentwari, he doesn't need to put it up, he doesn't, and they get it over to Gasana for three. Hagamentwari comes in and commits the foul. I think that the pace defensively, I think that the DR Congo really kind of forcing the issue here, making Rwanda play a little bit faster than they want to. Hagamentwari is going to go out. Felt like he kind of struggled some, and instead they're going to come back into the game, Rwanda, with Kazaneza, who didn't score in the first half. He did have a block and a steal. 5 rebounds. No, he had 3 rebounds. So, long jump shot. And the rebound, Jordan Sacco, and he's fouled with the putback.
And the size and strength of Jordan Sacco is really becoming a factor. He's got inside position. He can explode up to the hoop and throws it down. And
fouled from behind by Mpoyo. You just got to let that go, Mpoyo.
Yeah, he wasn't in position to make a play there, so Sacco's so quick to get up, to get airborne. You can't deal with him once he's up by the rim.
And he ties it. So they trail by 15 points. All the adversity that they have faced in this game, and DR Congo have come back to knock the game with 12 minutes remaining at 50-50. And certainly Eckhoff has done a great job of getting his team to come out and really defend in this second half, because they have really gotten into this Rwanda team.
16-7, they're leading in the third, and the ball's got a little bit static. Maybe William Robbins is feeling the pace. They're not getting the open shots.
Well, Gasana's got one. He goes down. He's fouled by Puono, a three-pointer, and that. We'll get another look at it, but the referee was right there. He's definitely got the reputation of being a big-time shooter. And you can understand why he's upset, because it looked like Gasana came down with his follow-through with his right arm and just made the contact and then fell down.
Yeah, it was a clever play by Gasana. There was contact as the defense was closing out, but he exaggerated it slightly, and by the fact he fell on the floor. The referee's given it, but
they'll look at that one, I think, and realize after the game that maybe that wasn't the right call. Could be wrong.
Maybe Coach Chekhov is having a word there.
Oh, they're going to say he wasn't in the shooting motion. So they're going to say the contact was not in the shooting motion. So
after the shot?
Yeah, they're saying it's after the shot. So
okay, so he's taken the shot, and maybe his hand's coming down, possibly.
It's kind of a way to get out of it. Instead of giving him 3 free throws from Gasana, at least it gives them a chance to defend, I guess. Anyway, play defense.
This is a big couple of minutes now.
Whoa, a little fade back. Yeah. He's got some game, doesn't he, Habimana?
I've really been impressed with him. Another good left-hander, and the press immediately.
Oh, look at this. Empoyo almost comes up with the steal. Prince Ibe puts the pressure on Kibi. The game gets a little frenetic, and maybe this is what Rwanda needs. Mtambwa gets blocked by Empoyo.
They need energy in the game, so go with some energy, guys. Give the others a break. They can come back strong in the fourth.
Well, Habimana has certainly shown that he's up for the big occasion. Empoyo called for the travel.
But they still need to play in control. There was no room there to get through, and just forced it slightly.
Wish they'd fix the net while we're looking at it. Everybody sees it, but it seems like nobody on the court sees the net. Just jump up and knock it down. Look at it.
Could have been a defensive foul there. I think it was Chandra who came across. His hands were down slightly.
I think Ojeyerubu, the Nigerian referee, is going to say, let's fix that net. No, he's not. He's going to.
Could one of the players just grab the net and pull it down?
They could. You would think that certainly one of the Rwandan players would want to do that.
Emotions running high, and Chiksa's got to get this team going again.
Well, they're able to break the press easily that time. It leads to an opportunity. Kibi gets blocked, though. Had a hand in the face. Offensive rebound by Fula, puts it up. And Prince Ibe with the rebound.
Good job by Prince Ibe there. Really important he contributes positively.
Habimana now gets it back to Ibe. And knocked out of his hands. Puono sees the opportunity. And he scores. And he has a chance for a three-point play. And that all happens after the turnover from Ibe.
A nice hesitation, and again protects the ball. Left-hand layup. No help's able to get to him. No chase down block this time. Three-point play coming up.
And here you go, folks. DR Congo has stormed back to take the lead against Rwanda, having trailed by as many as 15 points. And how about that? The net being up on the rim didn't bother him. Sangwe, now the turnover. Sangwe puts it up and in.
What a block by Kande, though, to thwart the initial layup, and the pressure and the energy is up.
And suddenly Rwanda get life again. And it's always against the run of play. And they have called the foul on Sangwe. The block.
They've made some great shots, spectacular shots.
You saw that play there, and then that was the steal by Empoyo. So that's how they got it, and suddenly, just when it started, you know, you're really worried for Rwanda there. They'd come back to take the lead. And at this end, maybe a tough call. Could have gone either way. They've called a block. So this allows Congo's Munanga Shamba, who hasn't scored in the second half. He's got 16 points to go to the line and register his first point of the third quarter.
This is good for Rwanda with the starters and the stars, if you like, on the bench. They've got this group with playing with so much energy, putting the press on, getting steals, making big plays.
There's only 0.1 second remaining here in the third quarter. So looking up at the scoreboard, there's still time. Well, Rwanda should have just sent somebody streaking down the floor. Okay, we're gonna, I think if you're Rwanda here, you just don't even do anything. You just throw it the length of the court because there's not enough time to get off a shot. There you go, that's a smart move. So, Kibi's attempt is short, but it doesn't matter. And, well, Rwanda trying to hold on by the skin of their teeth right now. They lead it 57-55 over Democratic Republic of Congo at the end of the third quarter.
Yes, it's a real thriller of a game. Rwanda 45% from three, 13 of 29. That's been a variety of players making those. DR Congo only 18% from behind the arc. But they've hung tough, DR Congo, and they took the lead, but almost immediately that group just took the game by the scruff of the neck, Rwanda, and ended up with a 4-point lead, and it's now 2 points to the good for Rwanda. Here's some of the best plays from the third quarter. That half-time team talk, Matthias Eckhoff must have said the right things in the right order because DR Congo came out strong. And number 23, Kazumba Mwamba, made a couple of spectacular moves. Ndizzi keeps pouring in the threes.
Yeah, Ndizzi's been tough.
Ndizzi, excuse me.
By the way, a little bit of breaking news just came to us right before the end of the third quarter. It's Anas of Egypt, who their outstanding young do-it-all center, power forward, small forward, has a separated shoulder. He picked it up today, so that's a loss for them. He's definitely out for 2 games, I understand, and we'll see if he comes back.
A big loss for the tournament, big loss for Egypt,
but it could be that he'll come back. And I mean, if they, you know, the crucial thing for Egypt is they actually got to win today.
Yeah.
So they play Tunisia in a couple of days, and then
finish off against DR Congo. So yeah, if they can get into the next stage,
they finish off against. Let me think about this. So they would play. So Egypt played CAF.
And they play Guinea.
Yeah, Guinea.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Getting the groups interacted, but yeah, you've got to say the way they put this tournament together with the second and third place teams, as you've said a couple of times, having to play off to get in the quarterfinals. It's key to win your group.
Fourth quarter underway, Rwanda leading by a couple of points. He's been good here at his first AfroBasket. He puts it up from 3, and perhaps a little bit of out of the flow 3.
Yeah, he tried to do it all himself there. It's not how Rwanda are going to regain control of this game.
Monangashamba and Tamwe drives in. Rwanda perhaps riding their luck a little bit, letting him have a good look. Habimana has just been excellent, in my opinion. Here he goes. Pensibe going up against Powono. And you can see he's really trying to force his way into this game, but that's not how you're going to get it done.
The help was there. It was 1 against 2. He wasn't going to win that battle.
Monangashamba misses from 3-point range.
As you said, he's called right off. It's been other players that have stepped up for DR Congo to get back in this game.
And Pollo takes the bump. Are they going to count it? Yes, they are. Eckhoff thinking the foul was before the shot. Let's have a look.
Nice pass by Habimana, and yeah, that's a good call. Two players come to the player with the ball, so get rid of it, give it to the open player, roll into the basket.
And Pollo gets it to go.
Here's the press, Jeff. Energy, sideline.
Nangashamba able to break it. Now he hands it off to Matambo Sako, and he scores. Best way to attack that pressure.
But Rwanda have stuck with that defensive tactic all game, and they've had some good success, but
Habimana, a little fade back again. He's got some quality. Goodness gracious me.
He has scored in a number of ways, and that is the latest with the fadeaway split leg action. Fantastic to see.
Is it fair to say he's raising eyebrows?
I think he's...
Puono gets tied up by Prince eBay and takes the worst of it. But you got to give credit to eBay for asserting himself here defensively.
Yeah, I mean, he's struggling offensively, so just do something, whatever you can. Great hesitation, spin, and Joel Antagwe slipped, which gave Habimana the room to make that shot.
Shot clock winding down in Tomwa, spins, gets his way in, passes out to Nangashamba, has to put up a three under pressure. Nobody, he missed everything, so that's gonna let the shot clock expire.
And what this Rwandan team can do, whoever's on the floor, they can just step up the defense in the blink of an eye. Pressure is ramped up, and that's great to see for the home fans.
Sangwe, and again, well, he must have the green light the way he's putting it up. Boy, eBay and Sako are really going at it. eBay going up for the swat, but Nangashamba able to score over him.
It was a fantastic floating layup. A really tough shot along the baseline, much needed by DR Congo.
Sangwe picks up the dribble, and I think that was the mistake. I think his inexperience showing a little bit here in this fourth quarter, and Sangwe is going to come out.
Yeah, he's had some good moments, but it's just controlling that emotion, controlling the energy, thinking clearly, and now...
And look at that shot again from Nangashamba.
Yeah, tough.
Wow.
Really tough.
He's got 20 points.
Yeah.
Game high. Robbins has not scored in the second half after exploding for the 16. Here's Kasana sneaking in there, getting the steal.
He's had a solid game, Kenny Kasana.
5 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds. Now he comes, he gets the ball from eBay. Hands it off to the right, and Pollo back of the iron, and Kasana in there for the rebound. Williams for three. Good! I'll tell you what, you got to chalk that point. You got to chalk that up to Kasana. I mean, he was unbelievable. Getting that rebound and immediately finding. Look at this. He gets the rebound with the ball going over Sako.
Yeah, Shamba came to Kasana, but he's doing the right things. He's making huge decisions for the good of the team. And William Robbins, again, holding the follow-through, staring it down. Bingo. I mean, they're back on track, Rwanda, and the big guns have had a big rest, and that's key because they've come into the game fresh.
Well, they've certainly weathered the storm so far. DR Congo did come back to take the lead, but again, Habimana, might be, you could almost argue, is the most with the most potential in that team.
Yeah.
His size, his ability to handle the ball, his ability to shoot it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got scary potential. Whoever's watching this, you might want to write that name down.
Definitely one of the player standouts from today, but he's got good size. He's left-handed again. Some great lefties in this tournament
and look at
we've seen today, and this is what we want to see.
It's the most beautiful sight. The host nation, after a difficult year and a half of COVID, they've got tight COVID restrictions in this country, let me tell you. But they've been able to pass their PCRs as part of their tickets. That's paid for it, and they've been able to come in tonight And a basketball game with fans is so much better. Oh boy, Mananga Shamba was fortunate not to turn the ball over there. Sacco goes right at eBay, charges.
And that's what we're talking about, Jeff. He may be struggling on the offensive end, but that's the huge play, biggest play that he's made all night, and what a time to do it against DR Congo's best player, potentially.
And then Sacco took exception to Gasana reaching in, taking the ball away from him after the foul, and went up and talked to him. Stern words.
It's been a great test for Rwanda. They've had the big lead, they lost it, and they've come back strong, and Habimana is still in the thick of things.
Oh boy, almost lost it there. There's William Robbins again, driving in, and his aggressive play is going to earn him a trip to the line.
That's a tough move against a lot of defense, a lot of bigs coming across Sacco. He's gone in with the right hand, but he's done enough to earn a trip to the free throw line.
3 fouls on Sacco. And if there's one thing that this man can do, he can shoot it. Yeah, Robbins takes the lead back to 7.
They've only had 3 free throws as a team, make that 4, but
wow.
He's got a beautiful stroke, and the press is back on. They're switching it up. 1-2-2 now, or 1-2-1-1.
There he is, the president of Rwanda, watching this game.
Yeah.
Paul Kagame, obviously a huge basketball fan, maybe the biggest basketball fan in the country. And Sacco fouled as he gets inside. But I suppose with President Kagame here watching, it really does underline the support. They've got high-level support for the sport in this country.
Yeah, and I think the crowd are feeding. I think the crowd are feeding off it. The fact he's here, the game has been the best game, or the closest contested game of the day. And Rwanda in the ascendancy, back up to 8 points.
And Sacco misses the free throw. Sacco seems to have been taken out of his game a little bit, mentally.
He had that big dunk early. He was really influencing the game, but they've just swarmed all over him, not let him set. I think Ntabwe coming in has helped. They've played good as a tandem at the start of the third quarter, but
Graham, you got to say this is the moment for Rwanda. I think they've got to get a win today.
Yes.
If they want to think about moving on. You know, they've been leading for most of the game. eBay turns, misses, follows, and scores! Prince eBay!
And that is massive for him and Rwanda.
Now Sacco goes in, and incredibly, a charge wasn't called, maybe because he had tried to avoid the contact at the end. Now Gasana runs baseline over to Robbins and could not quite control it. With 5:19 remaining, DR Congo trying to get the momentum back, but it looks like there's renewed resolve for this Rwanda team. They're digging in.
Yeah, and that crowd is now definitely a sixth man, and it's just surges of energy at the right time for Rwanda.
Mananga Shamba down low to Sacco. Beautiful play. Excellent finish. Reverse layup. And Habimana has it knocked away by Mananga Shamba. Another turnover. And is this going to hurt? Yes, it is.
Just mental breakdown by Habimana. He's done so well, but he's got to be aware of who's around him. He can't play too loose. Because just like that, as we see the layup go in, it's a 5-point lead for the hosts.
He's definitely tired. And now another turnover. Robbins just couldn't control it, and it's going to lead to another easy layup. He misses it, but fortunately, Mwamba was there to put it up and in. Incredible.
Sloppy play again from Rwanda though, Jeff, and a layup miss, but always follow it in. Don't ever assume that layup's going down. Good play by DR Congo. What a switch around. And I think Habimana has done so well, but I think Cheek Shah has got to say, no, come, sit down. Let's not have any negativity over the way you've played.
Yeah. Well, no, Cheek Shah, sit him down for a minute. He's just tired.
Yeah.
You know, you can see he was tired. You can see that Robbins is tired.
So we stay on the
Yeah,
zone.
he got a little bit too close on the pass there.
He's going to bring Shobazwa in the game, which I think is probably a good decision. But at the end of the day, it's hold on for dear life if you're Rwanda. I mean, you feel that right now. And for DR Congo, boy, they were in real trouble. Only, what, 30 seconds ago, down 9, but they've cut it now to 3.
Yeah, one possession game, 12-11 this quarter. And it's just a fantastic game. You can't call it. We said this was going to be a reasonably level AfroBasket and some upsets and some games that are going to be tough to call. And this is the first one of those for sure. And now Rwanda have got to really get their focus up to a very high level.
This is where I think Gasana really has to also really put his team on his shoulders. They inbounded to Shobazwa. He's able to get it across midcourt. Well, the crowd loves Shobazwa, don't they? Every time he comes in, there's a new buzz.
Yeah, he's a fan favorite, and it's really important. Lifts the team, lifts the crowd.
And they get it, and the foul on Sacco, that's number 4. Well, I would not have thought that they would have gone to that strategy, but Prince Ibe did well here.
Yeah, it's a big jump stop, big jump step or power drop step to get to the hoop, and foul called on Sacco.
Shobazwa did not want to risk that pass. Gasana was hoping that he was going to get it. And another foul called.
And they've got one to give, DR Congo. But you're right, really good ploy getting Shobazwa in the game. Javi Mana was just fatiguing.
Yeah, I don't think it's the last that we've seen of him in this game. We'll see. I mean, so far Shobazwa looks like he's up for it.
Yeah, and that's what it's been like for Rwanda all game. Both teams have been able to really put together long stretches of sustained energy.
Ooh, boy, free throws were always big, especially when you don't get many opportunities, and especially at this moment of the game. So they've had 5 attempts now. Yeah, 3 of 5 from the line. Shobazwa does make the second.
Again, great defense. I love this press and the way they mix it up. Chiksara has been a great strategist in this game.
They're able to get it to Manonga Shamba. That's trouble. Ibe went for the block. Then he gets it over to Empoyo. So, in fact, it helped him because Manonga Shamba wasn't able to knock it down.
Yeah, they just sped DR Congo up there, so they were playing a bit out of control as they attacked the basket.
Robbins. And a little bit of confusion about who was where, and he throws it out of bounds. He's had a few turnovers in this second half, and you wonder if that's more to do with the fact that he hasn't been with the team that long.
Yeah, again, he left his feet. He's in midair. He's trying to make a decision before he comes back down, and that's a dangerous ploy. But it's all about how he responds and how Rwanda respond now.
Rwanda back in the game. Manonga Shamba. Well, he left his feet with nowhere to go.
Exactly the same situation. So the turnover from Robbins did not hurt Rwanda.
Now he picks up his dribble to get it to Gasana. 9 on the shot clock. Gasana, he's been the face of Rwandan basketball for much of it for the past few years. He goes up, and they're going to get the basketball here. Good effort there by Prince Ibe to keep it alive.
He's playing with fouls as well, 4 fouls, and just a great effort. Bit fortunate that last went off.
You know, with Ibe, it's all about the effort, isn't it? This is the area where he has to do well. It's keeping the ball alive on the glass. You know, being combative in there, giving him a presence. Coming up on the 3-minute mark in the game, Gasana. And Robbins and Prince Ibe, and fouled again by Mwamba, and Ibe really doing the job right now in that low post.
Yeah, Gasana and Robbins saying thank you there, big fella, for keeping that ball alive, and The rebounds are just massive, and Prince Ibe's just doing a great job, whatever it takes, to get over the line here for Rwanda.
Well, DR Congo have really had to work hard to get back into this game. They've expended a lot of energy. You can see also that they're a little, I don't want to say fatigued, but certainly they're feeling it.
First game of the tournament, high altitude that we've talked about. Free throws.
I don't think Prince Ibe is known for his free throw shooting. Takes his time, misses the second. And boy, they tried to save it in bounds. Look at that, unbelievable. It backfired because Robbins got the ball, put it up and in. Incredible, now another turnover.
Trying to dribble through the press.
Gasana alertly puts it up and the foul called. Time and time again, Rwanda just seemed to make the plays they have to make. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Fantastic play, and again, that press worked perfectly. Off the steal, Gasana is fouled, but again, this time DR Congo try to dribble through the two guys that are coming to set the press. They dribble off their foot, they lose control, turnover, score. Well, Gasana will be at the line. Just great play from Rwanda, and so many different ways that Cheikh Sarr has got this team achieving success. Great to watch, Jeff.
Plenty of time, 2:46 remaining, and we've seen how quickly DR Congo can shave points off the deficit. So Rwanda and their fans should be under no illusion that this thing is anything close to being over. But you can see how important that three-point shot has been today for Rwanda. 14 of 35.
Yeah, that is sensational. 3 of 19 for the DR Congo. They're 22 of 45 against 13 of 29 for two-pointers. So there's sort of a reverse there, but that's a lot of three-pointers. 14-35 and 5 of 9 for Williams-Robbins. But again, you thought he was gassed, you thought he was struggling a bit, and then he's involved in that steal off the attempted save ball. He scores, and then Gasana's at the line.
What a sight.
This is
These
just
Rwandan fans
fantastic.
loving it. Gasana, huge free throws, takes his time, gets the first one to drop, up to a 7-point advantage. And DR Congo now in a little bit of bother, and a lot of bother. The lead goes back to 8 points. It certainly didn't look like it was going to be like this late in the third quarter, but Rwanda just keep finding ways to make plays. And Tamwe misses. Prince Ibe, another rebound for him. Robbins over to Gasana, and Gasana almost losing it. Gets it to Robbins. He's got to hurry. He's not going to get it across. And that is I don't think they got it across in time.
Yeah, that's great defense.
I don't think they got it
Congo.
across. Look, right here, the shot clock's already on 16.
I wonder if the referees will look at that. Yeah, that's what they're calling, Jeff. Good spot.
Yeah, they're going to give him the basketball. So that was a back. They didn't get. You've got 8 seconds to get it across midcourt, and you know the referee's supposed to be counting and also looking up at the shot clock if they can. So great refereeing. Sacco has it taken away, and it's Shobazwa who has it. And this is where they don't need to be in a rush.
Shobazwa, great substitution by Cheikh Sarr, bringing him in.
Shobazwa drives in. Oh, that's goal interference. It was already off the glass, surely, but they haven't called it. Mnangagwa for 3. I think they missed that one. It looked like it was already off the glass. Oh, great play by Shobazwa to knock it out of the hands of Mnangagwa.
This has been a total team effort if they go on to win.
And also, Puano called for the foul. Don't forget, Graham, it's imperative that DR Congo also keep in mind. Look at this. Now, this looks like it's going to be off the glass first. Oh, maybe not there.
Yeah, he's come across. He's timed that block perfectly. It was close to the glass.
Yeah.
They just got it done in time.
They need to manage, even if they don't win, they don't want this lead to get any bigger, because you never know how a goal differential tiebreaker might come into play. So Wando checks out. And Gasana, meanwhile, goes to the line and scores. Another free throw, makes another free throw. Takes his time, and this time misses. And the rule, I think, was that Gasana, the call was that Gasana got over the line on the follow too quickly. Well, Shobozwa has certainly, I mean, they've got options over there in the backcourt, don't they, to bring him in, as they have. Well, that's a crazy pass. And Kibbe not able to get it, and Pollo intercepts it. Now Robbins has it, and they're in no rush.
Just textbook 2-2-1 press, or 1-2-2, however you want to play it.
Shobozwa splits the defense over to Gasana. He's wide open. Good! Rwanda have taken a 78-66 lead. Unbelievable scenes in Kigali. Sacco out of bounds.
Just sensational play by Kenny Gasana. He's dived on loose balls, he's made assists. And again, Shobozwa in the thick of it. Gasana just nails it. And the crowd go crazy.
They have lit this tournament up today. Rwanda, certainly with plenty of adversity themselves to overcome. Bizarre things have happened in this game, make no mistake, but they're taking advantage of it. However, they've got to get those careless turnovers out of their system if they're gonna, first of all, finish off this game, and secondly, if they're gonna do well in this tournament.
Yeah,
they do have a penchant for turning it over cheaply.
Yeah, that was Gasana was playing into the hands of the DR Congo defense then. He's over right by the sideline. That's perfect, exactly where DR Congo wanted him. He slipped, he's lost the ball. So DR Congo giving Rwanda a bit of their own medicine. So this game is not over. You know, it's been one of those games. We can't call it. We'll just see what unfolds.
Look at that, 40 points in the paint. Yet Rwanda also has 6 blocks, 40 points in the paint for Democratic Republic of Congo. But the three-point shot has been outstanding. Outstanding shooting for this Rwanda team today. And again, Shobozwa rather gets it over to Gasana on the wing.
Yeah, just a nice calm play. He just doesn't go too far into the defense, and he's not going to commit a charge. All the help comes towards the ball, and Gasana just waits and enjoys the moment with the crowd, but unfortunately then he's turned it over. So full concentration still needed for Rwanda, but what a game they've put on, and what a great effort by DR Congo as well, after all the issues they had earlier in the game.
It's hard to believe that Shobozwa has only played less than 9 minutes. Incredibly. He's played 8 minutes and 24 seconds. It seems like he's played a lot more, and he's got 4 points and 3 assists, and has really made some big plays.
And he came in at the perfect time with Habimana, who had a really good game. The bigger guard, the lefty guard, was just starting to get gas. So it's all worked out so far.
But you're right, 45 seconds, still a long way to go. And Shobozwa fouled by Ntambwe before he could get the ball over to Gasana, and just 2 seconds ticked off the clock.
Back at the free throw line.
And he makes the first. So of course, the other 2 teams in this group, Angola and Cabo Verde. Cape Verde, those are, they're watching this with interest. This group has really come to life here in this game tonight, boy, let me tell you. Gasana. And Wamba with the foul, because we watched Cape Verde practice, and they've got possibilities. And we know that Angola have possibilities. So, you know, the DR Congo have really made their lives much more difficult in this game tonight, if they do indeed not come back and win.
This is a tough group, and with Rwanda playing at such a high level, because they were part of a 3-team pre-tournament where they didn't have success there, so they've come under the radar, bringing in Williams-Robbins, but it's not just him, it's the whole team has lifted up.
It has.
And the crowd has lifted up, and I'm sure the nation tonight, providing they go ahead and win, is going to be very, very happy.
And Tamwa out to the corner, and Wamba misses, and Gasana rebounds the miss. They might take it over, and are they going to try any more to get more points? You know, they talk about pivotal moments in a country's basketball history and what it might mean as they try to scale the heights and get better, and this certainly has to go down as one of those moments for Rwanda, led by Coach Sheikh Sarr, and completely inspirational play by so many players. Rwanda win it 82-68 over the Democratic Republic of Congo, with President of Rwanda President Paul Kagame watching.
Yeah, could not have worked out more perfectly for Rwanda. They have played a great game, and that guy there, Williams on his back, but Williams-Robbins, 25-year-old, Rwandan mother, Belgium dad, what a story. Great pickup for Rwanda, instant offense, instant success. I'm really pleased for Kenny Gasana as well.
His experience tonight and his ability to kind of run the show, those stats.
Looking at some of the stats. Yeah, Rwanda, 42%, but they shot a lot of threes. 69, 68% for the free throw line. 20 assists, a good effort, 16 to Congo, DR Congo. 28 turnovers for Rwanda, though. That's something that they can improve on, so that's good for them. 23 points to Robbins, 22 to Mananga Shamba, 13 and 12, and 12 and 12 for Sako Puono Gasana. I'm really pleased for Gasana because he's 13 points he's ended up with, but 9 assists, 7 rebounds. Total performance for him.
But we have to talk about it because I really feel like the turning point in this game, if you go back to that first quarter when DR Congo looked comfortable in their stride, and when they tried to bring in Ntambwe, number 35, and he was not on the roster, on the scoreboard, everything changed. Rwanda went on a 14-0 run. And even though DR Congo came back, it just seemed like that 14-0 run, there was a new self-belief in the Rwanda team. They believed they could do it.
Yeah, and this was really good play again by DR Congo, but Ndizi there. But the 14-0 run, then they came back. They always felt that DR Congo were chasing the game. Even when they took the lead, Rwanda responded immediately and got a 4-point lead themselves. So, you know, full credit to the host nation. A lot of pressure on them, poor qualification campaign, not a lot of success lately, but hey, they put themselves on the basketball map today.
You know, DR Congo, when they look back at this game, not only that moment where they obviously had the confusion over the roster and the number, but they're going to regret that they couldn't capitalize more on the 28 Rwandan turnovers. They turned it over 22 times themselves, and they did not handle that press well, did they?
No, there was a couple of times where they were able to break it on the 2-2-1, but there's only one at the back, and they were able to force it. A couple of times they got sped up and out of control.
I mean, look at 28 points off turnovers for each team.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think I've ever seen that.
That's just sensational. But Rwanda played, both teams played some good D, but Rwanda played that press, and not a lot of teams run those 2-2-1 types presses. That's more of a college thing or high school or. Some pro teams,
you know what, Graham,
some pro teams do run it, but I really enjoy the fact that they're trying it.
What surprised me more than anything, I think, is Rwanda's production from the bench tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, they've had issues getting a starting five out there that has been competitive, really, in the qualifiers. And tonight, their bench outscored the bench of DR Congo 42-10.
Yeah, that's massive. And the likes of Habi Mana coming in, 8 points, 5 rebounds and an assist. Okay, 4 turnovers when he was starting to get tired. But he was massive. And then when he came out, Shabozwe was able to come in and finish the job off.
These are the results so far from this group today, and also the standings. So Rwanda go up to the top, and DR Congo right now are second because of their participation point. Of course, Angola and Cape Verde getting ready to come up next. Hold on to your seats for that one, boy. That's going to be a good one. So, one final time, 82-68. Rwanda win it over Democratic Republic of Congo here in Kigali.